Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let me cover my legs up a little bit. Hey, y'all. Hey, it is Tuesday, December 23rd. Okay. All right. So is my camera where I need it to be? What's up, y'all? I am on live right now, Facebook Live. I was trying to figure out if I should go on TikTok Live or YouTube Live, but I'm on Facebook Live because I normally will come to y'all, and so I am choosing to be on Facebook Live. I hope y'all will come in and see me. For whoever does, thank you for picking up the phone. But yes, I realize I can't come to y'all in the morning because I have got to sleep in, honey. That's just what I gotta do. But there's so much going on. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had not previously wanted to be like in the TikTok streets because it is a rabbit hole. No matter what you see on TikTok, it is a rabbit hole. Baby, I have gone down, okay? I squoze my nose and jump down in. And it's like, oh my God, it's a lot. It's a lot. But anyway, I'm still here with y'all. You know, y'all my OGs. And so I'm going to talk to y'all. And I know y'all will see me when y'all see me. You know what I mean? I know y'all be putting my stuff on at a later time, putting it in the background. And I certainly do appreciate that. Now, something I do need to say, which I normally would not say, which is I am in a position where y'all can send me stars. So please do so. Now, what I didn't do was read up on stars. Does it cost y'all money to send stars? You have to pay to send me stars? I'm not sure. But if you do, send me stars. But anyway, y'all, so I wanted to come up here tonight because I hadn't spoken to y'all in a while. And I was like, damn, it's so much going on. It is too much going on. And so what I wanted to talk about, first of all, was something that I saw that really hurt me on TikTok. And I'm just going to say rest in heaven to Riziki. Okay, there was a girl on TikTok who was mentally disabled. I think she was between 25 and 27. And she was trying to find like a community of people who could be there for her, talk to her and things like that. Apparently she came across what they call messy talk. And Rizzy apparently was getting some sort of stipend or money from her family, or I'm not sure where she was getting the money from, but money, right? Per her disability. She also had like a dog. I think she had like a pit bull that was like her emotional support animal. And she seemed to be a lovely girl, always smiling, happy, but she had her share of issues. Nevertheless, there's a group of people on Messy Talk who decided that she was, I guess, too dark, too black, too fat, treating her all kind of way, really bad, extorting her, trying to get her money, A, B, and C, but mostly, and also encouraging her to off herself because she wasn't worth anything in life, etc. And so, unfortunately, in the last couple of days, Rizzy did choose to take herself out of here. And I hate that. And if anybody's thinking about something like that and you need help, reach out to somebody, create a plan. I've had my own issues and struggles with that. And so it does hurt me to know that anybody not only feels that way, but chooses to go through with it. So rest in heaven to Rizzy. But TMC did catch wind of it. It's on a Shade Room, Baller Alert, the Neighborhood Talk. And so there will be an investigation going on. And so once again, rest in heaven to Rizzy. Now, speaking of investigations, the mom who was this Chicago? The mom who was like, I guess suffering from sickle cell or something like that, walking home from school with her daughter. There has been some charges that's going to come up against at least 7 children, because that's what they are, between the ages of 10 and 13. Pissing me off, needless to say. But I'm happy that that's happening, but I do think their parents need to be charged, because that means it's a gaggle of people or parents who have children who are all going in the wrong direction. And again, I didn't do a lot of research on this particular story, but I still don't know if I understand the reason why they would have jumped this woman, or anything like that. Like, what happened? Were y'all like bullying the son, or were y'all being initiated into something where you had to just do something to somebody? I'm not sure what that is, but those children are going to be charged. But I will need to see their parents also being charged. So I'm hoping that the parents and an adults within that community will push for the adults to also be charged, because at the point where your child still can't drive a car and things like that, what are you doing jumping a grown woman with their child? Okay. And like I said, it's clear that them children haven't had their ass beat. And while I do not advocate for violence, I also do advocate and do believe that unfortunately sometimes violence is the answer. And so while I'm not saying be violent towards a child or your child, an ass whooping is still due. And I'm not talking put your kid in the hospital, nothing crazy like that, but it's just kind of like, these kids need to be jacked up. Okay. Now, let me change the subject. Have y'all watched the Dave Chappelle Unstoppable comedy special that he put out a couple of days ago? So I watched it, and it was good, you know what I mean? And it was good for who Dave Chappelle is and what he does, okay? He's a great storyteller, and one of the best parts of his storytelling is that he knows how to, like, bring a subject up and then continue to bring that subject up, or use that particular subject topic or person, or, you know, things that were included in the original subject. He knows how to not only incorporate that within a story, but then he knows how to bring that story home with that subject. And he did just that, like he always does. It was good. It was funny. But it was more so storytelling and just him being honest about, once again, who he is, how he feels about politics, the people who are doing politics, and the people who think they're doing politics. And so Dave is definitely a person who talks about what's going on now. You know what I mean? And Nina Simone talked about how you have to reflect the current times. If you think you're going to be an artist, you have to reflect the current times, especially as it concerns music, comedy, and the choices that you make when you're going to be acting or doing any sort of performance. And so Dave Chappelle definitely did that. I think it was a good watch. And we know Netflix paid him a good penny for it. And he has definitely already shown them why they did that. Okay, they've already made their money back. So that is excellent. Okay, so now let me move on to who's pissing me off right now. Okay, Nicki Minaj. Now, I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm not a Barb, but I am, with limitations at this point, a Nicki Minaj fan. And what I mean by limitations is she's put out good music. We love the music that she has put out. But what she's doing right now, as far as politics and, you know, really going up on, I don't even know what that thing is called. Charlie Kirk's, whatever, his wife. Like, I don't try to keep up with the actual terms when it comes to that, because I don't give a damn. But for her to go up there and be slapping thighs with old girl, calling them heroes and saying that she has disrespect and this, that, and the third, it's like, I had to recognize that, first of all, I don't know if I've ever heard Nicki Minaj, like, come out politically about anything. I don't know if she's ever fought the good fight or made herself available to any particular side prior to this. If she has, y'all can correct me. But I don't remember seeing her doing anything on either side. And let's just say, for argument's sake, either side being Democratic or Republican, or even an independent, right? I haven't seen Nicki Minaj do anything particularly to point out what side she is on. But now we're extremely clear on what side she's on. And she has every right to be on whatever side she chooses to be on. And we as fans, people watching, spectators, people that need to mind their mother-loving business and all that, the truth will always be, as long as you're willing to put it on social media, then I'm willing to give my opinion about it if I see fit. So there is no such thing as putting any of your business on social media and then asking me, demanding of me, requiring me, or thinking that for whatever reason, how did I get into it? I got into it at the point where I turned on my social media and there you were pointing out your business. That's how I got in it. So I will not be minding my business. Okay? I'm going to say what I want to say per your post. The same way y'all can say what y'all want to say per my post. You can do whatever. But yeah, Nicki Minaj is, I can't even call her a traitor because the truth is I've never known or been, I don't think it's been established from what I can see or remember what side she's been on. I don't know what side she has ever been on, so I can't call her a traitor. What I do understand is that she's supposed to be trying to look for a pardon for her brother and her husband, and then losing her house. Now, I'm not sure how, if she's supposed to be losing her house, how that relates. But if she's looking for a pardon for her brother and or her husband, I can see where she's doing the most to try to get one. Unfortunately, Nicki, that's not going to happen. You will not be getting a pardon for either of these people. So you playing yourself, okay? And with that in mind, when March 27th comes up, it is my suggestion that if you're still a Barb, then I guess, you can support her by her album and pretend that it's good and that you don't remember or know that she does not agree with anything that involves you being able to have a life that matters here in this good United States, this so-called good United States. She's not interested in that. Right now, she has an agenda, and that agenda has something to do with her husband and her brother. And she's going to take an L when it comes to that. And if I were you, I would ensure that she takes an L in the late spring or early spring, March 27th, when she drops that album. No matter what she's working on, I personally will only listen to it if it's on the radio, and I'm just going to go ahead and listen. I won't be streaming, and I will not be making a purchase when it comes to Nicki Minaj anything. She has absolutely pissed me off, and for me, there's no going back. Okay? I don't need to listen to anything else that she's going to put out from this moment on. I don't want to hear anything that she has to say politically, rap, as far as rap. I don't want to see her doing a commercial. I'm not interested, Nicki. I'm not. And so she doesn't need my stream, my vote. She don't need me as far as I'm concerned. And that's what she has let me know with her position. And so with that in mind, I'm going to take her recommendation and I'm going to move on. Okay, so enough about Nicki Minaj. Now, let me point out something that's been pissing me off. Another thing that's been pissing me off. I'm gonna be brief with this, but the Clarissa and Papoose situation. Cause I ain't got time to run into Clarissa randomly and she want to punch me in the face. Girl, my hair. No, my earrings. Stop, girl. Please, no. But what I can tell you about her is that, oh my goodness, this girl's nose is stay flaring. Her shit be on both sides. Her nostrils be on both sides of her cheeks. Jesus. And here's what I believe, from what I've seen of her, she cleans up nice. She looks nice and pretty when she gets herself together, somebody styles her correctly, and when she's smiling and has her makeup on, Clarissa looks pretty. She looks nice. But when she's not styled up, it's giving bulldog realness. I'm nervous. You see what I'm saying? It's giving sickum. No. Mm-mm. And I know Pap is scared. He nervous. He's scared that if he break up with her, he's definitely going to catch an uppercut. And he might. He might. And he should be able to literally just take that straight to the chin if he knows he's not really into her. But it's a survival of the fittest at this point. Because if Pat really needs her for his survival, then he's going to do whatever he needs to do for as long as he's able to do it without crashing out. Or without her crashing out, clearly, because you let her tell her she's having a baby, A, B, and C. He's on the Breakfast Club. Is it the Breakfast Club? Yeah. He's on the Breakfast Club saying that's my best friend, but not... And he doesn't have to explicitly state that that's my lover, but because he's pointing out that that's his best friend, my question is, why are you not saying what else she is to you? You know what I mean? And then here she go, talking about it's going to be 2 years in September. Let me stop you right there, Clarissa, because I know you're not talking about September of 2026. It's not even January 2026. Enough. Okay? Don't do me. You're pissing me off. But again, Pap has his agenda. She has hers. And maybe he might go ahead and give her a baby to secure his spot. You know what I mean? But again, it's giving Pap is scared to get an uppercut. So he better shut the hell up until, I don't know. I don't know how long he's going to be able to do it, or that he should do it, or that he will do it. But it's just unfortunate to watch a woman care about somebody for whatever reason she got, or however it started. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know all the details of that because I'm not that interested in it. But it's constantly on my page, and so I'm just always like... But every time I see her, her nose is flared and gyrating. And it's just like, she about to smack somebody. She about to uppercut somebody. You know what I mean? And that Breakfast Club interview was very cringy. And the thing about it is people are like, oh, Pat need to go ahead and go home. Y'all is telling him to go home like he has the option to go home. Him and Remy are not getting back together. It's not happening. She don't want him. And that's just the bottom line. She don't want him. And he has put himself in such a position to not be wanted. The way that Pap has been carrying himself, in my opinion, is not somebody that a bitch that I would know or a bitch like me will want jumping up on top of them. Disgusting. Police. Help. No. And so he doesn't have the option to just go home or just be with Remy. If he did have that option, they would already be together. She wouldn't have left and moved on. Okay? So let's be clear about that. Pap does not have the option to just go back to Remy because he's not the one who left. He's not the one who wants the relationship to be over. Okay? The end. Let's move on. Let's let Pap and what they kept calling her Clarence, which is fucked up, but let's let Pap and Clarissa, let's just watch that play out. And because we already know the clock is ticking here. And I don't care if the clock takes 2 or 3 years. It's ticking. Enough. Okay? So now, what else is pissing me off? So here I go on TikTok knowing damn well I ain't supposed to be on TikTok. But I'm up there. I do be posting. And there's a guy up there who's going to get in his office chair at his desk and say with a greased up face that women can't handle a male baddie. And then he spins in the chair, laughing as if he's a villain in a Disney horror animation. Sir, let me ask y'all something. What would be the reason for any woman to want or deal with a baddie male? That's disgusting. And like I said, isn't this gay? Like, come on. I want the Labiquita community to help us out. Because I ain't got a problem if it is gay or not. But don't talk to me when somebody else or you the one doing the bending. What you talking about? Women can't handle it. I can handle it if I get a strap on. Okay. I've been doing my squats. Okay. Anyway, let me not go there. This isn't SDot After Dark. Like, it could be on my YouTube channel. But it was really disgusting for him to say that. Because, number one. Number two, male baddie. It's the reason why there's a so-called epidemic going on in the first place. Okay? But what's there to handle when it comes to a male baddie? What are we talking about here? Handle you in what way? Sir, be specific. We can't handle you how? Have you been previously handled or not handled in the way that you feel like you should be? I mean, let us know. We want the tea. Tell us specifically what you mean when you say the women can't handle a male baddie. In what way should we be trying to handle you? What should we be doing? Are we talking about a headlock? Are we talking about a half Nelson? Are we talking about a full Nelson? What are we talking about? Are we talking about both legs behind the head? What are we talking about, sir? What do you mean? We talking about you using my makeup? What are you saying? We want details. Be specific. But seriously, don't be specific. I just ate. Anyway, I'm going to let that go because it's pretty disgusting, and it points out why the birth rate is down. It points out why the ladies do not want to live with men. And I just told y'all. It don't take much. You see how I'm on my couch right there. Christmas trees giving me cozy vibes. It don't take much for me to be like this right here. Okay. Remote right here. TV right there. I've already talked about this. Y'all already know what it is. This is how I be. Okay. Now somebody done commented on my stuff, talk about somebody done called her. Somebody tried to make it seem like she was a couch potato. Couch potato? First of all, leave my couch name out your mouth. Don't say couch to me. That's number one. Number two, who the fuck you calling a potato? It's always the bands for me. BAN, all caps. It's always the bands for me. But anyway, so that's what's pissing me off. Nicki Minaj is pissing me off. The male baddies are pissing me off. Clarissa and Papoose are pissing me off. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to address is what I had to address when the lady got up on TikTok and said the 20 reasons why she will never live with a male again. I was crying because I totally understood her point. You see what I'm saying? And so it goes into so many different points. 20 reasons, girl, that's not enough. That's not enough. You got at least 10 to 20 more reasons. It's at least 40 to 50 reasons that you should be able to come up with why if you don't want to live with a male, you can't. And it's not okay to do so. But not only can I come up with 20 reasons why I can't live with a male, but I was just on the phone with one of my girlfriends and I was like, yo, I could come. You know how they talk about you can't keep a man? Baby, I got 101 reasons why I can't keep a man. Of course. It's so much stuff I'm not willing to do to have one of y'all niggas around. It don't even make no sense. Because here's what we know. Them drawers is on the floor without me having to do a damn thing. So what the hell I want to keep you around for when I could just have you around for the moments that you can last for? I mean, what are we talking about here? But I'm going to stop right there because Lord knows I could go on and on. But I won't. What time is it, y'all? I don't even know. But anyway, it doesn't matter because, 8:55. Okay. I wonder how long I've been talking. But yeah, so I wanted to come live to y'all. Again, I would tell y'all thank you for picking up. And, y'all can play this in the background. Send me stars if you're able to. Comment, like, and check me out on TikTok and my YouTube channel where this particular live will be posted on both. And subscribe. I got to get this social media money, and y'all need to help me get there. Okay? Because you know they get ready to put me out. So help a bitch like me out. Okay? Anyway, I will see y'all later. Maybe I'll come to y'all on Christmas morning or something like that, or the day after, to see what y'all got. Did y'all get anything? Right now, Sophia ain't made me a damn thing. So it don't look like I'm getting anything, but I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't gonna worry about it. Okay, because I'm gonna pay her back. I'm gonna pay her back. Anyway, y'all. What's today? It's Christmas Eve. Y'all have a good evening. I will not be at work for quite some time. So yeah, you're going to see me posting, doing whatever, saying whatever, and chilling, minding my business. Me and my Couch Chronicles, it is what it is. If it's on social media and I see it and I need to say something about it, I'm going to say something about it. It is what it is. Okay? So, y'all have a good rest of the evening. It's 9 o'clock. If you got to go to work tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and be mad on your behalf. But, meet the requirements. Don't do too much. We don't do too much. Just get through the day. Okay? Don't get fired and don't get arrested. And don't let nobody piss you off, because it ain't worth it. It's the holiday season, and what we are celebrating and what we are willing to do through this holiday season with each other, with our family and our friends, is what you should be focusing on. Do not focus on being pissed. It's not worth it. Trust me, okay? As soon as you're able to relax. Relax your mind and let your conscience be free. Okay? Let's get through the rest of these couple of days, 2026, and we'll reconvene sooner than later. But 2026, we'll discuss it on another day on what it's going to be, how it can be, and what we can do. All right, y'all. So y'all have a good evening, and I'll do the same, and I will see y'all the next time I see y'all.